Hello everyone, welcome back to another week of DIYs where we are going to work on another part of our house. Last week we worked on the bedroom and you guys had the best response to it. Like, so many people said that it looked like a nice hotel room, which is always the goal, so thank you so much. I'm really glad that you liked it, and if you missed it, make sure to go back and watch it because it's honestly one of my favorite refreshes that I've done. This week we're going to transform a part of my house that's honestly been forgotten about and it just doesn't look its best, so I want to update it. I'm gonna try something new that I've never done before, so I hope that it turns out. I also have another peek at Studio CALME for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, a huge thank you to Drift for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay guys, so we're heading into the laundry room area, then we're turning right, and here is the area that I need to fix up. So I did the laundry room over here, but I never got around to this little area, which is honestly kind of an awkward space. So I've never known what to do with it. But today we're going to change all that because we're gonna make it beautiful and functional. As you can see, I have a bunch of light bulbs, paint, packaging, and then I think that's spray paint there in the corner. So it's kind of an overflow of my DIY supplies, which I think would be a great place to store things like this that I don't need all the time. And to make it more functional, I want to add shelves right here. So 2 shelves, and then there will be 3 sections. And then on this wall, it's kind of a weird shape. So I was thinking about just painting the whole thing blue, but then I had an idea to actually put a chalkboard wall right here. If you guys can remember, we had a big chalkboard wall in our dining room from the previous owner, and I've since gotten rid of it and made it into something else, but I really did enjoy having people over and signing it and making their marks, so I think this would be a great spot to do that. That way it's not in our main living area and it's not in your face. It's gonna be off of our main basement area, and this would be kind of like a guest book on the way to the bathroom, so I think this would be the perfect place. And it's not gonna be any regular old chalkboard wall. I actually want to make this magnetic. I spent many weeks thinking about how I could make this happen, and then I finally figured out the solution, which was so easy. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it actually works as well as it's advertised to, so I'm very excited for that. So that is the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and clean everything up and then show you guys a mood board. You guys have no idea how long I've been wanting to do something with this little nook. Like, it's been over a year and a half of this area looking really sad, and I'm just so ready to add some personality and also some additional storage because I definitely need more of that in my house. Okay, so I kind of told you guys what I was thinking about doing, but before I actually do it, I always have to draw it out just to make sure that it looks good, especially with all the different color combinations that I want to put in there. So I'm gonna open my Procreate and I'm gonna start sketching what I'm envisioning. Here is what I have, you guys. So I wanted to tie in back with the blue with the rest of the laundry room. So I decided to paint some of the trim that color so that everything is a little bit more cohesive. But what I wanted to do is actually add a wallpaper on the inside part. I think that'll add a really nice detail. I tried to add a wallpaper pattern on here, but it wasn't working out well. So right now it's just blue, but I was thinking about doing a dark blue so that it ties back in with the rest of the dark blue in the basement. Then, like I mentioned, we're gonna do the 2 shelves here, and I think I will keep those wood instead of painting them, but we'll see once they get in there. And then we're gonna come back in with chalkboard wall 2.0 that's going to be magnetic. Of course, want to do maybe some calligraphy on top or maybe a little drawing or something at the bottom here. The biggest reason why I want this to be magnetic is that I actually collect magnets whenever I travel, and I used to display them on the fridge, but it just looks super cluttered. So instead, putting them here on this wall is going to be a better place to still display them without it being in the main area of my house. I'm really loving this plan. I'm gonna go ahead and change into painting clothes, and then we're gonna start with the trim. As you guys probably know, over the past year, I've been really into fragrances, and that doesn't only include my body. I've been really focusing on making everything around me smell good as well. And I want to share with you Scentbird's sister company, Drift. Drift started as a solution to better air care. There are no harmful chemicals in any of their products. They use premium essential and fragrance oil blends, and there are no paraben, phthalates, DEAs, or mineral oil. And those are all things that you might find in traditional fragrance companies. So you're getting all all of the good and none of the bad, which I think is really important since you are inhaling the scent. So for the home, they have things like candles and reed diffusers, which are all super cute. I love the vibe of all of their stuff. And they also have a solution for your car, which I think is just genius. Look at this, you guys. I love this design. So it basically is a visor clip, and then you have the air freshener right here. I really love this wood design. It just looks so sleek and clean. And what's awesome is that this is magnetic, so it clips on and off really easily. As soon as I opened my box, I could smell this right away, and it just smells so good. It's in the scent lemongrass, which is their scent of the month. This has notes of ginger, lemongrass, lemon zest, cedar, and vanilla, and I am obsessed with this smell. Like, I want to buy this in a candle so that I have it at home as well. You can also get this as a subscription so that you are stocked every single month. And if you're looking for something that's even more sleek than this, they have a stone and also a metal version, which actually lasts even longer than this version. So the starter kit comes with the clip as well as the scent, and if you guys want to try them out, they gave me a 55% off coupon code. So make sure to use code TinaLay55 at checkout, and I'll have all the details below for you. Oh yeah. This is the weirdest area I've ever had to paint. It's so cramped in here. I asked you guys on Instagram what you thought I was doing in this area, and this is my favorite answer. Today is wallpaper day, so I have this beautiful floral peel and stick wallpaper. It's just navy blue and white, which is pretty simple. And I put this up against the blue that's in the main area of my basement, and it's almost an exact match, so I love that it can tie back in with it. This is by the brand Wallpops. I've used their peel and stick floors before, but I've never tried out their wallpaper, so I'll let you guys know my thoughts on this. If I can open it. How cute! Oh, that is gonna make all the difference. Okay, I'm gonna start with the outside pieces first because that is what you'll see more than the inside. That way the side looks really nice. All you need for installation is scissors and then a flat edge of some sort. So I just like to use my burnishing tool and then an X-Acto knife. And hopefully this won't take too long because this is a pretty small area. Oh no, I got a paper cut. I always start at a diagonal and then I start with the top and then the side. So whenever I do wallpaper, I seriously underestimate how long it takes. And that is not just with wallpaper. I probably underestimate how long something's gonna take about 99% of the time. In my videos, it may look like I'm flying through my projects, but trust me, I am not a fast DIYer at all. I thought since this area was pretty small, it would just take me an hour, but no, it took twice that time, mostly because I had to reposition it a couple of times. And since I was working in a really tight space, it made it a little bit more difficult, and I just wanted everything to look as seamless as possible. And that's something that I really like about peel and stick wallpaper. If you do mess up, you're able to lift it off and just move it around until it's just right. And I always make sure that I'm spreading it from the center and then work my way outward so that I can avoid any air bubbling. So this is looking pretty good. It took me almost 30 minutes to do this because I had to reposition it. From this distance, it looks good, but once you go closer, you can see that this really is not a seamless pattern. It is so hard to match up, and then once you do match it up, it's just not going to align. I think this might be the roll, or maybe this is the pattern. For this project, I think it works really well, but I think if you were to use this on a focal wall, it might be a little bit trickier. So I would definitely check the roll before you actually put it on. at how good the wallpaper turned out, you guys. Instead of a forgotten about area, this actually looks like a nice feature of the house. The wallpaper looks awesome, and then when you're coming out of the bathroom, you also get a peek of it on this side as well, so I'm pretty pleased with it. I was planning on adding it down here as well, but I ran out, so instead I'm just going to paint, which I think will work nicely because now that I see that this is up, I think I'm gonna paint the trim as well as the bottom all the same blue color. So I will get to that, but right now I'm actually gonna start priming the walls with the magnetic paint. So here is the magnetic paint that I bought. It's actually a primer, so you can use it underneath different colors. So I got it in black since I'm gonna be going over it in black, but I saw that they also have a gray color if you're looking to do a lighter color on top. So basically, after reading the instructions, it says to apply 2 thick coats. You use a brush or a roller, and then you have to wait at least 24 hours for it to completely dry, and then you can go on top of it with whatever paint that you want. And it also says for the best magnetic hold, you should only do 2 coats of whatever paint you're doing on top. But let's try this out and see if it works. I always save the backing paper whenever I wallpaper because then I can use it for drop cloth like I'm gonna do right now. Whoa, that is chunky. I quickly wanted to give you guys an update on Studio CALME because we have an official launch date. When this video goes live, we are launching exactly a week from today. So we are launching on Monday, March 27th. Make sure you guys mark your calendars. I cannot believe it is coming so soon, and I shared with you guys the first print of the collection in last week's video, and today I wanted to share with you guys the other 2 prints in the collection. If you're following on Instagram, you already saw it, but here is the second print. This is called the Sienna Bouquet. Look at all the beautiful colors in this print. I just wanted to create something that would really brighten up a room, so I chose all these fun colors, and then I chose a deep rusty sienna background color. And you might notice that the vase the flowers are actually in is a nod to one of my favorite thrift flips ever. I just really love the shape of this vase, and I wanted you guys to have a piece of that in your home. So this is the second print in the collection. The feedback on this one has been incredible, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I really just want to thank you guys for being so kind to me on the feedback for these, because I honestly am very nervous every time I show you guys a piece. It's crazy because we've been dreaming about doing this for so many years now, and we spent the last like 6 months trying to perfect everything. And right now the third one is actually in production. I will pop up what it looks like on the screen here, but I've done a bunch of different samples and I don't want to show you guys it until it's actually finalized. These were some of the paper choices, and I'm going with more of a off-white creamy beige colors. That piece is actually inspired by my flower market painting, which is right behind me, so I wanted you guys to have a version of that. For the past 6 months, I've been working on these and I've tweaked them so many times because I just need them to be perfect for you guys. After my trip to Vietnam, I just felt so inspired to include that into this collection, so I hope you guys love it. I will have the final version to show you guys in next week's video, but I wanted to share it with you guys because I am seriously so excited about how all of these pieces look together. If you want to be the first to know when everything is live next Monday, make sure to subscribe on studiocalme.com. You'll get an update when everything is live on the website, and since we are doing a limited run of the prints, I want to make sure that you can get your hands on what you guys want. I'm seriously so excited that you guys are gonna have these pieces in your home. Like, it seriously is such a surreal feeling to me. I know I got very emotional in last week's video, and I'm trying not to do that in this video as well, so I just want to say thank you so much for the support. I really can't believe that we're launching a week from today. Like, that is so crazy to me. There's still so much to do, so make sure you tune in for next week's video so you guys can see everything that we've prepared for the launch. For the shelving, I used only what I had on hand, so these are all scrap materials from older projects. So I'm using some plywood, MDF boards, as well as select pine, and I'm first going to start with the supports just to ensure that everything is nice and leveled. This is the first time that I've ever worked on an angled wall like this, so I really was just figuring it out as I went along. So as I was doing this, I was able to find the correct measurements so then I can cut out the shelves. I added adhesive on the back and then I brad nailed it first just to get it into place, and then I screwed it into the wall. I am not a professional, so I'm kind of just winging this because this slant is making it a little bit hard to work with, especially since I'm putting on the cleats on the side and they're basically going to be slanted. So what I decided to do is level this piece, and then I'm taking another piece and then just placing it right underneath there so that I can see exactly where I need to put it. So I'm gonna mark off my line and make sure that it's leveled. If anyone has better tips on how to actually do this, please let me know in the comments so that I know for the future. I'm using a circular saw to cut down the plywood to make these shelves. Instead of doing an angled cut on one of the sides, I just ended up doing a straight cut. I just thought this would be easier. Plus, I'm going to add a piece of trim on the outside to match the angle. That way you won't even see it. And this will also give us the illusion that it's a thicker piece of wood. So you'll see me adding that on later on. Oh my God. It fits, you guys. Oh.
Tina is moving it in. Will she succeed? We will find out. How you feeling?
I'm hungry.
Well, that's too damn bad. Is that your new bed? Tina Potter.
Are you guys seeing this? Like, what? This honestly looks a million times better. Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. I just have no words because this looks so great. And now I'm just going to paint the chalkboard wall with the chalkboard paint, and then we'll be basically done. I have my little magnet here. Let's see if it'll stick. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. Now I'm wondering if like a thicker magnet will stick, but definitely these little thin ones will work on there. I grabbed a couple other magnets. These are a little bit stronger. So for science, we are going to try these out. Oh, nope, that is too heavy. Unless I do another. That one works. But if you wanted to, I think you could do even more layers and it would probably stick. I just don't have patience for that. I'm just gonna stick with these 2 layers, and in a couple hours I will come back and then add the chalkboard paint on top.
Before I start, I want to say that this looks incredible.
Thanks, honey.
Good job, hon.
What if we paint this on and the magnetic paint doesn't work?
But it has to.
I'm gonna be so sad.
Well, if there's an issue, I'm sure you can solve it. You can do anything.
Okay, that's enough. My face is dry. Now I'm actually going to season the whole thing with some chalk. So all you really want to do is to turn this on its side and then cover the whole thing with chalk. This is a really important step because if you ever write on a new chalkboard, sometimes you actually can't write it off because the paint is just so porous that it just kind of stays stuck in there. So if you season it and prime it, it's going to be a lot smoother every time that you actually use the chalkboard. After seasoning the whole entire thing, I'm just going to wipe away the chalk, and I went ahead and drew some florals with a chalk marker at the bottom. I of course couldn't leave it plain, and I thought flowers were just the perfect way to tie back into the wallpaper. You can probably tell that I'm really into florals right now, and I just think they're so much fun to draw. I added a border around the entire thing, and I think this just gave it a finished look. It just looks so much better with it for some reason. And now it's time to decorate our magnetic chalkboard wall. I was so excited to do this because it finally gave me a place to put all of them up. As I was putting them up, I had the idea to turn it into a memory wall, so I ended up putting in some photos. It gave me a really nostalgic feeling of decorating my locker in school, so I'm excited to have a place to actually display our memories and have our guests sign it when they come to our house. And I just know it's gonna look even better once we fill up the whole entire thing. Alright guys, let's take a look back at the before. This area was seriously so neglected. It served no purpose. After a bit of DIY magic, it just feels so much more functional, stylish, and intentional in our home. So without further ado, here is the after.
Close your eyes real quick. Oh!
Oh my god.
Open!
Whoa.
Isn't it so cute?
Oh my gosh. This looks crazy.
So I wanted it to be like a memory wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I put all of our pictures, magnets,
This is so cool.
and then people will sign the wall again, and it'll be like a little guest book. And we'll just keep adding on to it.
I was a tiny bit sad when we got rid of our chalkboard wall upstairs, so I'm glad that they can come, leave their mark on the house, and then go in the bathroom and leave another mark in the house. Oh, look at all the storage.
You didn't notice
The
that?
storage. But where are you gonna sleep now? Tina Potter. Oh, this is so cool, baby.
It's so cute. We can put all this stuff. I'm planning on putting all of our paint on the bottom one probably.
It's funny because we honestly didn't use this space for like really anything.
I know,
And
it
now
was
it
nothing.
actually can be so much more functional.
Ah, so glad you like it.
You always think of everything. This came out amazing, honey.
Thanks, babe.
Good job.
Appreciate it. I can't believe that Nook is finally done and it just looks so good. I'm so happy that I have additional storage now. Plus all my magnets just look so cute being on display. So I hope you guys love this idea. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below because I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And again, a huge thank you to Drift for sponsoring today's video. If you want to save 55% off of your first box, make sure to click on my link below. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and also give Studio Calm a follow as well because I've been sharing a lot of fun sneak peeks. I will see you next week when we launch on Monday, March 27th. Make sure to sign up on studiocalm.com so you guys will be the first to know when we are actually live. I still can't believe it's happening. You guys have no idea how excited I am. Like, look at how cute these are in the background and I cannot wait to see them in your space as well. Thank you so much for watching and supporting everything that I do. Stay inspired and I will see you in the next one. Bye!